All right, this is episode 1. This is going to be an introduction. My name is Pat Parrillo, in my late 30s, and I live in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin suburbs, originally from the Chicago suburbs. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a little bit about myself, my background, what led to my interest in making this channel, and we're just going to see where it goes. All right, so bear with it. This is the start. So I'll share some things that I identify with, right? And that is, I grew up playing sports and was a wrestler through high school, and then wrestled in college at a D3 school. And I was okay. I wasn't great. I was pretty good in high school, but not so great. In college, I was decent. But I learned a lot of life lessons along the way, and some of those are going to come out in this channel. I'm a father of 2 young boys, and it's a lot of fun and entertaining. I'm also a golfer, so I like to golf because there's a lot of outdoor, like anything outdoors really, and it's a way to always master something, because you can never perfect golf. There's always ways that you can improve and get better at that, and those are some of the things that are my day-to-day. But really, up until this, I spent the past 15 years in the corporate world, working for in a bunch of different sales roles, and kind of worked my way up the ladder. Was a sales leader for a technology consulting firm, and I transitioned recently into full-time entrepreneurship. So that's a journey that I'm able to speak to, is how going from the corporate world to entrepreneurship. I also own a rental properties, buy and hold rental properties in the Milwaukee market, and been doing that for the last decade or so. Right now, entrepreneur, own some e-commerce brands. I actually did that and started a company in 2019, primarily selling on Amazon. I sold that company in 2022, and I started up 2 additional brands since then, and have learned quite a bit in that space, in the e-commerce world. And also, I'm a big Bitcoin evangelist, a strong believer in that, so you're likely going to hear some stories, analogies, and ideas around Bitcoin and why it's such a great asset, and we're about to see it really blow up here coming up. It is late October 22nd, 2024. So you're going to see some cool stuff happen. I'm calling it. I also big into philosophy, so I've got some personal philosophies that might be unique to you, and also try to be minimalist, so focus on the most efficient things out there that are going to bring the greatest happiness and growth. I have read a lot of personal development books, so I've got some insights that you're probably going to hear on those topics, as well as personal finance is something that I've taken a keen interest in, and you can see that through my diversification of portfolios when it comes to investing in business, investing in real estate, investing in Bitcoin, and traditional stocks as well. So all different topics I'm sharing with you that I might hit on through this process, and we'll see what resonates with everybody, right? Another one is mental health and also physical fitness. So one philosophy I'll share, I have a strong belief in, is that the top 3 priorities in life, I believe, and this to be universal as well, is that it's health. Health is first, relationships, and wealth. Okay? And I'm going to give you one analogy, and that is $1 billion, right? We always think about wealth, but okay, so let's say you have $1 billion, okay, and you're in a coma. Well, guess what? If you're in a coma, you can't do anything with that $1 billion, right? And all you want is your health, right? And even if you want to achieve great things in life and great success, by being healthier, you're going to have more energy to go out there and achieve those big things, right? So health is actually number 1. Number 2 is relationships, all right? And these are all things that I've arrived at and I believe is universal. And that is because, again, let's say you have all the money in the world, You got the mansions, you got the Lambos, you got the Ferraris, you have everything you've ever wanted, okay? But there's nobody else on this planet. Literally, there's nobody else. What's the point of all this stuff? You wouldn't care, right? It wouldn't mean anything. Any of those material items, even experiences, you want to experience it with other human beings, right? And then the last one is wealth. And this takes a few different forms. One is economic wealth, right? And that is through creating income streams and creating passive income. At the end of the day, what you want is cash flow, and you want freedom. You actually don't care about the money. I don't think most people actually care as much about the money as they think. I believe what we all want is freedom and autonomy to do what we want, when we want, where we want. And a good vehicle to accomplish that is through business, investing, and creating wealth, because at the end of the day, that's the fastest track to freedom. I mean, you could corporate, put in 401k, and you could eventually retire at 65, but I think we all want to live and have those experiences sooner, because at the end of the day, we're just a collection of memories. So the more memories we can create, the better the life we have, because as the saying goes, nobody ever was on their deathbed and say, hey, I wish I put more hours in at the office, right? Our whole goal is to create the maximum return on our time, create the greatest amount of money with the least amount of time input, so that we can spend those doing things that we enjoy with the people that we enjoy doing them with, right? So that's just a little teaser of an insight into how I think, and some of my personal philosophies, and a lot of the decisions that I make in life are based on what's going to maximize health, wealth, and relationships. So that's a little bit about that. So the purpose of this channel is, I don't know, and we're going to find that out together. All right, so ultimately the purpose is to help people at the end of the day. And that's going to take a few different forms. Some of that could be through insights I've had. Some could be from transitioning from one stage of your life to the next. Could be real estate, could be Bitcoin, could be business, could be whatever, right? But I'm going to start sharing some of those insights, and we're going to see where this goes, what resonates with everybody, because I want to help other people, and along the way, I'll likely learn from this community. Right now it's community of one, but I expect it to be bigger. And life is a journey, and we're going to figure out where this goes. So hopefully you find value. Hopefully I look back on this from many years from now and I say, hey, cool, that was a cool first video. You got to start somewhere, right? But it's all about giving back and helping share what I've learned. There's plenty of people with more wisdom than I have, but hopefully I can share a few nuggets here and there to help people on their journey as well. So what I've also learned is that you always have to have a call to action at the end of anything. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm not going to pound this in, but I'm going to do it, right? Because the bigger the audience, the more people I can help. So I'm going to ask, go ahead and hit subscribe, and you can be one of the first few people on this journey with me, and let's go do big, cool things together. Let's get on this journey. Thank you.